Hey, welcome back to the X-Ray Podcast. I'm your host Julio with my co-host Robert Barbosa. Robert, how you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Man, doing good. I haven't seen you
Long
in like
time
an
no see. Yeah, I know.
Hey man, this is going crazy on the airwave right now. Is just going nuts. And with Dan Bongino now talking about if he Pan Bondi does not quit, he
He's
will
out.
quit. He's
Yep.
out. So and the ICE agents getting doxxed and getting hunted by alleged protesters and rioters and whatever you want to call them. They just is insane. Total anarchy. That's what I see on the streets. And we're about to get into it. Do you have anything to say before we get started?
Well, I just would
Well,
like
I
to
just
say
would
that
like to say that
um, I think
I
it's
think it's
the ICE agents
that
are
I
being
think are
attacked
being attacked
because the
because
left
the left
keeps
keeps
villainizing
villainizing
the
the
police, the
police.
ICE. I mean, they
I
always do
they
that,
always
right?
do that, right?
But it
But
almost
it
seems like
almost seems
now
like
that the
now that
Democratic
the
Party
Democratic Party
is
is
helping and pushing
helping and
this.
pushing
So they
this.
got
So they got
like
like
backed up
backed
from
up from
political pundits,
political
and
pundits, and
it's just crazy to me
just
right
crazy
now.
to me right now. Yeah, it is. It is insane. We're about to play this video real quick about what is going on, so people get up to speed of all these ICE agents getting shot and getting basically throwing rocks at them. It's very dangerous out there, especially in California. Do you see those footage of the raid at the
Oh yeah.
cannabis farm? I believe it was a cannabis farm, something like
And
that.
yeah,
And
this is
they found a 13-year-old kid working there, and
that
an
is so
illegal,
s- that is
undocumented
so
illegal. That's
insane.
so insane. It is insane. It is insane. So we're about to play this video real quick. Thank you for those who are watching right now. Thank you so much. And if you are watching, let us know where you're watching from. Please also like and subscribe, share this live stream right now. So we are getting into it right now. Let me show you this video.
An ICE facility
An
in
ICE
Texas
facility
on
in
July
Texas
4th.
on July
Each of
4th.
those individuals faces
Individuals
three counts
faces
of
three
attempted
counts
murder
of
of federal agents, as well
federal
as three
agents, as
counts
well as
of
three counts
discharging a
of discharging
firearm
a
in
firearm.
relation to a crime of violence. An Alvarado, Texas officer was responding after graffiti was sprayed on vehicles in a guard structure at the
Oh,
facility when
I
someone
think the
shot the
video
officer in the
lagged.
neck. The officer was treated at a Fort Worth hospital but has since been released. This is the second targeted shooting at a Texas DHS facility in 4 days, following yesterday's in McAllen, just miles from the U.S. Mexico border. Police say a man ambushed a Border Patrol facility, firing dozens of rounds toward federal agents. Law enforcement returned fire, killing the attacker. Three officers were hurt during that exchange. And CBS News Homeland Security correspondent Nicole Skanga joins us now from our Washington bureau. Nicole, what do we know about the 10 people who were charged here?
Yeah, Nancy, these 10 defendants, they dressed in black military-style clothing and masks. They began shooting fireworks at that ICE detention facility in what the U.S. attorney is saying was an organized attack. U.S. Attorney Nancy Larson calling this an ambush on federal and local law enforcement officers, part of an increasing trend of violence against law enforcement. She said in a statement, quote, "Make no mistake, this was not a peaceful protest." Now, 10 minutes after that group first gathered, some of the defendants broke off from that main group and they began spraying graffiti on police vehicles and on a guard structure in the parking lot at that ICE facility. Investigators found messages reading, "Fight ICE terror with class war, free all political prisoners, resist fascism." But when an Alvarado police officer showed up at the scene, that officer was shot in the neck by one of the defendants here. Another across the street fired 20 to 30 rounds at an unarmed correctional officer who had stepped outside of the ICE detention facility. Multiple AR-style rifles were found at the scene. Police also pulling 12 sets of body armor out of the cars of these suspects. And when the suspects were ultimately stopped, many were wearing tactical gear and had two-way radios on them. One of the alleged attackers even had their cell phone inside what's called a Faraday bag. That's a device used to block phone signals, Nancy.
Man, this is what do you make of this? I mean, because I had like already like three questions in my head. Now they they were protesting against a ICE agents doing the raids, right? But they were protesting to releasing political prisoner. Where were they? And for the January 6th prisoners,
Exactly.
I didn't see them protesting for that. So I mean, who? I mean, if you committed violence, I don't care if it's political or whatever they feel. If you committing violence and you're breaking the law, you should be punished for it, and they be throwing the book at you because I mean, you if you're breaking private property or public property, you should be in jail. If you're attacking peace officers, ICE agents, whoever, you should be in jail. I mean, nobody tells you you cannot protest, but you have to do it peacefully.
Yeah, and yeah, so basically what I'm thinking is like political prisoners. I mean, we're detaining these people, supposedly because they're, illegals that are committing crimes, right? And then let's just say that's not true, right? Let's just say that. And they're just illegals that we're deporting, meaning they broke the law, they've came through here illegally, and they need to get expelled. And usually they get a court order through either a judge's phone call voice, and then they get the paperwork or they get an order, paperwork, whatever have you, right? But how does that make them a political um prisoner? I don't understand, that has nothing to do with politics. And on top of that, see, this is the thing though. The leftists, they call the illegal immigrants their constituents, all those democratic politicians, right? But what is a constituent? you know and if you find out what that is, and I invite everybody to do so, illegal immigrants do not fall in that because they're not supposed to vote, right? For number one. So the fact that these people are organized, because this is organized. Somebody bought the rifles, somebody bought the ammunition, somebody bought the tactical gear. I mean, that stuff is not cheap. I mean, we just were talking the other day about you purchasing your firearm and how things are so expensive. I mean, a bulletproof vest or any tactical vest is about $500-600 easily, and that's probably on the cheap side.
Hmm. Yep, and they fully funded, and that's what we are. The FBI should be trying to find out who's funding these people, who are the financiers behind this all this protest, so we can round them up and stop this activity because they just show up. I seen the video that you posted the other day about the guy exposing paid protester or professional protesters, and they show up in different cities protesting.
Yeah, they're called paid protesters, basically
Mm.
rioters, and they're being funded by NGOs like our good friend JJ Carroll that was saying for years, right? But back to that point, there's an X post, and I forgot the guy's name, but I believe you have that. But he basically showed that the Democratic Party in California purchased a bunch of pallets of center block bricks, and he posted it and he linked it to the riots because the timeline matches, and the
Mhm.
amount of bricks and pallets of bricks that winded up appearing on LA. And it's just like, if you look that up, they'll say that fact checked. No, it was not verified that those same bricks were the ones that they used to the riots. They say also they don't know where those bricks are at because the government, the of California, did purchase those bricks, but they don't know where it went, and so I believe that this next clip that you're about to show, um, is just
Hmm.
it's just telling,
It is telling. Let's play the clip.
Welcome back to
Welcome back to
the
the special edition of Hannity. Anti-ICE rhetoric on the left is getting worse by the day.
And now on CNN, Tiffany Cross becomes the latest liberal talking head to compare immigration agents
to Nazis.
Take a look.
We are normalizing a government agency disappearing people. We are normalizing. We're talking about like it's no big deal that they are kidnapping people and transporting them to concentration camps, both domestic and foreign.
Sadly, it's not
Julio,
just rhetoric. ICE agents are now physically under attack as
we're
well.
getting
Whether it's in San
comments that
Francisco,
we have bad
as you see on your
feedback.
screen, or in
It's really
Texas, where officers were ambushed on the 4th of July. According to Chris Cuomo, it's time for Democrats to stop demonizing ICE before more people get hurt. But elected Democrats aren't slowing down. They're now pushing a plan to force ICE agents to wear identifying badges. That would leave them vulnerable to doxing and attacks from violent transnational gangs.
Man, that's insane. We have bad feedback. I think if you had a speaker going on, I guess we got a speakers. You have speakers going or not?
I have it off,
Okay, you have it off. Okay,
but
so
I think it's mine that's coming out.
it's coming. Okay,
Let
yeah,
me
just let us know if we have a
try to
bad
refresh
feedback.
it.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
probably
we
I'll
come back
bug you
in.
out for a little bit and come back.
That's fine.
So
Just go out and
so
come back in.
tell
Yep,
us
but
about how they're villainizing this though.
it is insane how we're going back to 2020. Remember the riots, the peaceful riot that happened in 2020. It happened all over again. It happened in Texas. I used to live in Frisco area, and in that time frame, and when the riots showed up, we had the same deal. We had pallets showing up in the corners of suburbs overnight. There were nothing there, and they were just a pallet of bricks. And it kind of like repeat itself. They play the same playbook they played in the peaceful riot back in the 20s, 2020. So, man, I don't know what to say about this because this is not good. I mean, they're trying to do the same thing. They're trying to overthrow the government or disrupt the work of not Donald Trump, the work of the ICE agents. They're trying to do their job. Basically, that's what they're trying to do. And this is not personal, but Obama did three times as much. Three times as much. I was seeing a post that somebody did a post about at this time frame, Biden has 23,000 illegal immigrants being deported, and Donald Trump is like at 18,000, like far behind. But we put in this magnified glass on top of Donald Trump. Every move that he makes is just like, oh, let's put a microscope on it. You know what I mean? And they just like 10x the exposure. It could be the same thing Donald Biden did, the same thing Obama did back in the 2008, 2014, and they're gonna criticize it no matter what. You know what I mean? They're just gonna be like playing this game of villainizing ICE agents, villainizing Donald Trump. Even though they follow the rules and they follow the law, they're gonna be criticized either way. And I don't get it. It's just like, man, why you want to destroy your own country? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
just
Why
to
you want
say
to
for
give
them to
away?
make good face.
Yeah, why you always want to give away money for people that have not put money into our system? You know what I mean? And there will be people be like, oh, but we have people that came in to work, yeah, to work. But that was back in the 80s and 90s. That actually we had people here working, but this wave in 2020 and forward, it's not the same wave that we had of immigrants back in the 80s. It's not. You know what I mean? It's just a new wave of entitled illegal immigration. Period. They just want benefits. They just want EBT cars. They just want free Medicaid. They just want free housing. They want free everything. They don't want to work. We have that influencer for Venezuela. They got deported. He was bragging about squatting in abandoned houses and getting money while he's not paying nothing. And he was making $20,000, $30,000 a month, criticizing our government because we were giving them money, and he was just an entitled brat. And we have so many others doing the same thing. They just come over here for money, free money, and that's bad. And if people don't believe me, go see the go see the debates when they were saying they were open borders. I remember 2019, they were bragging about, hey, we're gonna just come to the United States. Then they won in 2020, and what they did, invite them in. The floodgates were open, and everybody just come in, and they will hand them out EBT cards, cell phones, clothing, vouchers, plane tickets, butt tickets. Come on. They went everywhere. They invaded New York, Chicago, small cities. They were invaded, but they went to Martha's Vineyard, and they were kicked out in 24 hours.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. You know
That
what I mean?
there goes the
There
tolerant
goes the
left.
tolerant left. The tolerant left, they got him out of there in 24 hours. Come on, man. Give me a break. You know, these these new illegal immigrants are not the same from back in the 80s and 90s. They're not the same people. You know what I mean? They're just entitled.
Yeah, and the whole
Plus,
thing
yeah, and the whole
is
thing it
is
is, man.
that
I mean, I'm telling you, man, is China involved in this? That's my question.
I believe it
I
might be.
believe it might be. Is China involved in this? Soros, is he involved in this situation? You know what I mean? Because they promoting socialist movement all over the place. Democracy is not even in our constitution, not even
Nope.
one time.
Nope. Not one time.
Not one time. Our founding fathers hated democracy
Yeah, because
because
then
it
the
because
majority
the
rules,
majority rules, right? And they always crying, "Oh, this is democracy." It is not. We live in a constitutional republic. You know what I mean? There is not about democracy about here. We a constitutional republic. The law of individualism. You do you. You pursue your happiness. You do what is right. As long as you don't break the law, you're good to go. But these people don't like that. They want to be
Mm-mm.
equal. They want everything to be equal. We're not equal. You're not equal. I'm not equal to
Yeah,
you.
we're
We're
not gonna
different.
want the
We're not
same
gonna
thing
want the
either.
same thing either. We don't want the same thing. You know what I mean? They don't like. They hate the pursuit of happiness. They hate that.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they do. You know what I mean? They hate it. Hate it. They don't like it. They don't like it. They don't want you to be successful. It's like this guy from Soren Mamdani. He hates billionaires. He said it on TV. He said we should not have billionaires, but we should take their money and spread it equally. To who? To who? It's spread to who? Look what happened in Cuba, 1959, 1960, when Fidel Castro took over. He was promising the same thing that Mao did, the Stalin did, the Chavez did in Venezuela. Oh, we're gonna be equal. We're gonna be a superpower. We no socialism only on. Let me find the right word. Socialism only works for those on top, for those in power. It works for them only. It doesn't work for nobody else. It doesn't work for you or work for me because we gonna be equally broke in 10 years. Period. That's what happened in Cuba. What happened in Cuba? It was not. It was really nice in the 60s, in the 50s, and the 60s. It was real nice until Fidel Castro came in. He came in. What happened in 10 years? You had a mass migration of billionaires and millionaires. They left. They left the island because he will start seizing the means of production. He start seizing houses. He starts seizing haciendas, like farm, resources in industries. For what? The government do not produce nothing.
And the
And
thing
you know, the
is,
thing is,
um,
um,
everybody that's gone
everybody
to the
that's gone to the
DPS or
DPS or
DMV,
DMV,
how is the
how
customer
is the
service
customer
there?
service there?
You know?
You know?
Well,
Well,
imagine now those
imagine now
people
those
running
people
your
running
grocery
your grocery
stores,
stores,
your
your
medical,
medical.
you know,
You know, it,
you'll have
you'll
some
have
lady
some
there
lady
that's
there
got long
that's got
nails and be
long
like, you
nails
know
and
what,
be
I'm on
like, you know
lunch
what, I'm
break,
on lunch
get
break,
back
get
online,
back online,
and it's like
and it's like
trying to buy some
trying to
milk,
buy some milk,
Yep.
That's socialism.
That's socialism.
That's socialism. And what pissed me off, it's a lot of people talking about, oh, we want socialism, or we want communism in the United States, but they never live under socialism a day in their life. They have not lived under social countries or communist country, not even one day in their life. Let's send them to Cuba for a month. They will hate it. Guarantee you that. They don't want that. Let's send them to Venezuela for a week or a month. I guarantee you they will not like that. And that's what pissed me off, man. People just, oh man, they just always naive, you know, always looking for the utopia, you know what I mean, of socialism. Man, they're useful idiots, in my opinion. You know what I
It's
mean?
because
It's
all the
because
people that
all
are
the people
pushing for
that are pushing for
socialism
socialism
are coming from
are
like
coming
wealthy
from like
family.
wealthy family.
That's what I don't
That's what I
understand.
don't understand.
Yeah, I don't understand neither. I don't get it. Hey, check this out. This is
So
in Los Angeles. You know the protests, and you know we were talking about it about the recent pallets showing up mit- m- mysteriously, out of nowhere. And I wonder, do they find out whether where they bought these bricks from, like Home Depot, Lowe's, or local
Well, see,
mysteries?
this post was
this
from
post was from
Jonathan
Jonathan
Gregory,
Gregory,
and this is what I
and
was
this is
talking
what I was
about.
talking about.
That these
That these
pallets,
pallets,
um,
um,
in a recent
in a
review in
recent review in
California
California
Democratic
Democratic
Party
Party
expense report,
expense report,
uncovered
uncovered
significant
significant
expenditure on these
expenditure on these
bricks
bricks
right around the
right
time
around the
frame
time frame
that
that
these
these
pallets of bricks
pallets
started
of bricks
applying.
started applying.
I'm
I
sorry,
mean, I'm sorry,
appearing
appearing
where the
where
ICE
the ICE
facilities and
facilities and
where they were at
where they were
basically.
at basically.
That's what I'm saying, man. This is all orchestrated.
Yes, it is.
No matter how you slice it, dice it, cut it up, chop it up, it is. We've been saying that for a long time. A lot of people been saying that for a long time. It's like, is the Chinese Communist Party involved in this? It is Soros Foundation or Bill Gates, whoever. Who's behind it? Ties Foundation. Who's behind this? Why they want to destroy United States of America from within? And they have new party coming up, or movement. They call it the PSL. Have you listened? Have you heard about that? The PSL.
No, no.
No.
Have you heard? I think I got a video that I will try to bring it up. I think I have a video, but let me show you this clip real quick. They talk about what we've been saying about the pallets and all that stuff.
Online observers,
Online
like famed
observers,
actor
like
James
famed
Woods,
actor
are
James
openly
Woods, are
wondering
openly
who's
wondering
financing all
who's
the magic
financing all the
pallets of
magic
bricks
pallets
and
of
cinder
bricks and
blocks
cinder
that are just
blocks
appearing
that
for
are just
no
appearing for
apparent
no
reason
apparent
in key
reason
areas
in
of Los
key
Angeles.
areas of Los
This
Angeles.
video,
This
showing
video
pallets of
showing
cinder
pallets of
blocks
cinder
dropped off
blocks dropped off
right next to where
right next to
federal
where
agents were
federal agents
staging
were
up.
staging up.
Where are they coming from?
Where are they coming from?
Who's buying
Who's
them?
buying them?
Some are saying
Some
you
are saying
did,
you
the
did,
American
the American
taxpayers.
taxpayers.
Whereas previous
Whereas
riots were
previous
thought to be
riots were
financed
thought to
through
be financed
far
through
left groups
far
and their
left groups and
anti-American
their anti-American
financiers. Thanks to
financiers.
Doge, we are
Thanks to
now learning
Doge, we
how
are
our
now
own
learning how
government
our
was
own government
weaponized
was
by
weaponized by
Marxists to
Marxists
unleash
to
hell on
unleash
our own
hell
communities.
on communities.
Man, telling you, man, this is orchestrated. And they, I mean, pallets. Those are cinder blocks, man. They're huge. They're huge, and these protesters show up with hammers. They break them up in apart. They break them up apart, and there you have it. You know, you got like 6, 10 pieces of bricks or cinder blocks flying all over the place and getting people hurt. And man, I don't get this. These people need to be arrested. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
for
All the
sure.
protesters, I don't care, man. They need to be arrested and put away or investigated until they find out who bought all these pallets. Because they're expensive.
Yeah, for
They were
sure.
like
They're very expensive.
6 or 8 pallets. They're very expensive. So
And it's
I hope
a
they
good
find out.
brick too. Bet you it's acne.
Yep. So let's go. Let's go to California. I think Los Angeles mayor. I think her name is Miss Bass. I'm gonna
Mm.
put it up on the screen right here. The resemblance is remarkable. You know what I mean? The resemblance
Very
is just
good picture.
remarkable. Yeah, it is good picture. They look kind of the same. I don't know, but let's see what she got to say because she was in a press conference yesterday, and I would like to share to the audience what she had to say yesterday.
The quote-unquote riots never happened.
A few moments later.
We're going to continue to watch this as we bring into the conversation ICE Deputy Director Madison Sheehan. Madison, let me just get your take on the images we're seeing on the screen right now. What do you say to all of this?
That report, and take a look at this video right here. It appears a protester fired some kind of gun at federal agents. This happened this afternoon. It was a really chaotic scene at the time. A lot of smoke was being launched at the protesters, and again, it appears a protester fired back with that weapon. It looks like he fired at least a couple of times. We have not heard about any agents being.
There you have it, man. You see that picture kind of went viral in that video yesterday. I saw it all over the news. The guy shooting, allegedly shooting back at the ACE agents or whoever were doing the protesters. And what is your take on that? Because just just brandish like branding a gun, like showing up a gun or just taking aim at a officer, that's a felony on itself.
Yeah.
Let alone shooting because it will add more charge to it, like attempted murder or aggravated assault and all that stuff. But just brandishing a gun to an ICE agent or peace officer,
That's a criminal offense. That should be like, I mean,
yeah,
attempted murder to a federal agent.
yep, and that could be in some cases up to like 20-year plus. You know what I mean? Just it depends, like what kind of it was aggravated or whatever case may be. But that's I was reading yesterday. It was like plus to 10 to 20 years plus, depending what kind of charge. But it's California.
Which
Don't
there's not supposed to be any guns, right? You know?
man, this is getting deep. Every week, man, there's just something new.
It's almost
And
like
the
we're
violence,
living in
have you
a
noticed that the violence it keeps escalating more and more and more?
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And
It's
and
just
it
not.
doesn't help when the left is saying that, "Make us this, make us that," and it's like, you know, it's one thing to call us idiots or whatever, but when you're saying that they're Nazis and they're this and there's no evidence of any of that, There's like you're especially when it's coming from a politician, a leader, then it's just villainizing them, and you might get a crazy guy that's gonna do that, or a bunch of crazies.
Yeah, it
And
is. I mean, how many people has been arrested plotting to take ICE agents out? How
yep.
many in the last what 3 or 4 days? It's like over 10 people got arrested.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Over 10 people, and one tried to shoot an agent. That was the first one that he got unalive by other agent. You know, thanks God. I mean, he went off first, and before he just harmed other agents. But This is a statement for Donald Trump. I'm gonna put it up on the screen right now so people can see it. A statement for Donald Trump as he was leaving, Texas. He was here not too long ago. He quick visit to Kerrville, Texas, and let me read what he was saying. I am on my way back from Texas and watched in disbelief as thugs were violently throwing rocks and bricks at ICE agents while they were moving down a roadway, i- like in their car or the official vehicles. Tremendous damage was done to these brand new vehicles, which in fact were brand new. I know the fact that these officers were having a hard time with allowing this to happen, and now such as this total disrespectful law and order. Therefore, I'm directing Secretary of Homeland Defense Chrissy Nome and Border Sergeant Tom Harmon to instruct all ICE, Homeland Security, and any other law enforcement who is on the receiving end of throwing rocks, bricks, and other form of assault, could be touching, to stop their car and arrest these slime balls using whatever means necessary to do so, and giving total authorization to the ICE to protect itself while they protect just like they protect the public. I would never uh, I never want to see a car carrying a law enforcement officer attack again. Authorization military granted for arrest and incarceration. Thank you for your attention to this matter. So
What a good president.
Donald Trump giving already the green light to
Yeah.
stop this assault. And we were saying it long ago. Like, people do not understand. Like, you can protest, but once you put your hands on an officer, that's assault. Period.
Plain and simple. Yeah. Plain and simple.
And so we're gonna see a lot of people being arrested.
And
So
people don't understand that if you take a stance, if you charge in a way, that's considered assault. So the
yeah,
fact that you're doing what you're, it's an assault for sure.
yeah. So Donald Trump giving the green light, that will kind of hopefully deter all these protesters of assaulting, destroying public property, and stop throwing rocks. And man, I'm telling you, they're gonna have a lot of they're gonna fill buses with people being arrested for assaulting officers. I hope this happened. So he gave the green light. That post was about an hour ago, so not too long ago. That was like hour 20 minutes, I would say. So I'm happy Donald Trump gave the green light.
And I want to touch something a little bit off subject, Julio, about the flood. What was it? Caraville?
Kerrville, yeah, just about 2 hours from here.
Um, Before getting on here, I had a phone call, and I think I told you this, a little debate. But it's funny that there's some people that believe that the Mexican firefighters are aiding better than our own troops or our own people, the emergency responders, which is such a dis, misinformation from the left that they're doing that. There's only 13 firefighters from Mexico that came over here, and they came on Monday. So they're making it sound like it's like the whole militia of Mexico came over here to help, which is, we appreciate it. But at the end of the day, for them to come here, who do they have to ask permission first? So at the end of the day, if your argument is that Mexico's helping those people, well, they only help them because he gave them permission. Trump gave him permission. So at
Yeah.
the end of the day, Trump is for the win.
I'm telling you, man. I mean, they show up 48 hours after everything being done, and they just helping in the rescue, and I appreciate the help. I didn't know they were helping, so I really appreciate whoever is doing it. and it's a hard work, man. It's just I was talking to a friend the other day about it, and the people that are doing the rescue, like firefighters, EMTs, uh, police officers, volunteers, they need they also need not only our respect, but they need help too. You know what I mean? Because it is traumatic to find kids, you know, and going through that is a lot. Taking, it's a lot of trauma, psychological. They're tired. They want to find the kid because that's their calling. They want to do their job and they want to find the kids, reunite families, and they also need help and then all the support. So I don't see AOC. I don't see Chuck Schumer. Like they're always going to ICE facilities. Why don't go there and help?
Yeah, why don't what happened with the photo op
Yeah,
for
I haven't seen AOC crying on her knees over there for the people that has been lost and people lost their family and babies because they were just babies, kids,
yeah.
little girls. And I have girls and I cannot imagine the pain they had, the people going through right now. It is a very, very painful moment. So instead of just criticizing, we should be reuniting and helping, not criticizing the other side. You know what I mean? And they always make it political. Whatever they can make political, they will make it political.
Yeah, that's true.
So it just sucks. So let's have you seen the video? I talked to you about it offline a little bit about Candace Owens.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen that video? I'm gonna play
I've
the
seen
video.
clips
Yeah.
of it, yeah.
Clips of it, yeah.
Yeah. Let me play the clip right now. It's about 3 minutes long. It's very engaging. Just watch the video and let me know what you think down below in the comments.
I am not suicidal. Okay. I'm not suicidal. I actually love my life. I love my life, my family. I love everything that I do. I love connecting with you guys. And I love standing up to corruption and evil, especially people that would harm children. You're not going to believe the story. Let me show you guys this man. His name is Olivier Marley. Okay. He was a French member of parliament. He began investigating a sale that went through back in 2014. It was General Electric, started in America. General Electric was able to acquire all of the energy assets from a French company that's called Alstom. They were able to acquire all of their assets in a $12 billion deal. And when this happened, there was uproar across Europe because the deal was so obviously not good for France. And what happens is Olivier begins investigating, like literally why this deal happened. And he discovers that Emmanuel Macron is in the middle of it. Emmanuel Macron had everything to do with this corrupt sale. For whatever reason, David Rothschild had his hand on this child and pulled him through the ranks so they could create this fake resume. And so after he's done going through the Rothschilds bank, he then gets the position of the Deputy Secretary General of the Élysée Palace. He goes right into politics. And while he was in that role, he secretly commissions a report about the potential sale of Alstom. Like he's going in there like somebody on the outside. I'm not saying it's the Rothschilds. Is like, hey, we need you to, make this happen. So then it's 2014 and Emmanuel Macron mysteriously gets promoted to the Minister of Finance. And guess what he does? He signs off on that sale. And then it's 2017 and Emmanuel Macron is ready to run for president. And he's able to raise a ridiculous amount of money to do this. I'm talking a record-breaking amount of money to do this. And you're never going to guess who gave him this money. Oh, the individuals that were linked to the deal, the General Electric deal. Well, if he did that for us when he was the Minister of Finance, the Minister of Economics, you can only imagine what he'll do for us when he's president of France. Anyways, the most vocal and consistent critic against what he described as this corruption pact was Olivier Marley, a member of parliament. He would not let this story go. He is like me, not letting the story go of Brigitte Macron. He was due to publish a book about the corruption of this deal this September. But now, you guys, rather conveniently, he's been found hanging in his home, a noose around his neck just 3 days ago. Authorities have...
Bro.
Oh man.
Man, the deep state is everywhere. I mean, that's like You could see, I could believe that in the United States. It happens like with the Obama and the Clintons.
The
The
Clintons.
alleged unaliving mysteriously. And now it happening in France. What can you make of this? Like, what is your
Well,
take on?
man, first off, Brigitte Macron is a man. Just want to say that out loud. And
Are you
and
serious?
this is nuts. This is nuts, man. There's corruption everywhere. It's like you said, the
Yeah,
deep state is everywhere. I mean, and
it is. It's deeper than we think.
discouraging.
It's deeper than we think. I mean, I was thinking like also in the United States, we had the deep state, the swamp. We got big pharma, we got big corporations. Lobbying, and that's kind of the big, the deep state. But seeing that in real life right now is just unbelievable. You know what I mean? It used to be conspiracy theory. Now it's like it happened in real time. It doesn't take
Yep.
long. To discover this back in the day when there were no internet, no social media, it would take years
Yep.
to connect the dots. It would take years. Now it takes hours. I mean, we have people now on social media like, oh, let me look into this, let me look into that, and search this and search that, and they find the same actors moving the pieces. They find the same actors like in this sale. You can find the same actors lobbying, donating, moving the money from one hand to the other hand, and going back around to end it up in their hands again. You know what I mean? It's just a whole scheme of putting their people in power. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like they kind of like
What did she
grooming.
call them? She called them when she was investigating Kamala Harris and found out that it's almost like they're making these presidents. I forgot what she was calling it, but um yeah, I agree with that. They're just prepping these little puppets,
Yep.
you know. We're
It happened
thinking
with
they're our leaders, but
BS. They happened with Obama. Remember Obama? He just came
yeah,
out of nowhere,
yeah,
out
yep,
of a
yep.
senator from Chicago that nobody heard
Nobody knew
about.
what he did before.
Nobody know. He just showed up and he was a senator, and then all of a
Yeah,
sudden, boom, he ran for president because he was there for one term.
yep, yep.
If
Just
I'm
out
not
of nowhere.
mistaken, he was one term. He got there, and the term is 2 years. So literally, he got elected in the middle of the election of his tenure. He ran for president and he won.
Crazy time. And the only reason why he won
Make
is
it make
because
sense. Make it make sense.
yeah,
You know what I mean? It is crazy how these people kind of, when you see it now, it's like Dave, the flat air Dave says.
yep.
Once you see it, it's hard to unsee.
Unsee it.
It's
Yeah.
difficult.
It's
I
very
mean,
difficult.
now you seeing all this stuff doing to they're moving their pieces like they did with Macron, they did with Obama, and basically it's like a game of they putting the people. You know what I mean? It's like a playing with us. I mean, they grooming this person like they were like since adult, like kids, pretty
Yeah.
much. And they put them in positions of like of power, like back to back, like boom. Or now you be a secretary of whatever, and then from secretary, okay, now you're gonna run a lobbyist, and if you did good, we move you here, and then move you there, and then you become a senator and or representative, and nobody wants you, but you got elected anyway. Somehow you ended up in the White House.
Yeah, that's just so crazy to me.
It is crazy, and it's like we have no say so while we voting. It's like sometimes it's like I see their point of they don't want to vote because they see it. People say, "Man, I'm not voting." whoever
But
gonna win the same, regardless. You know what I mean? And
well,
sometimes they're right.
and it seemed hopeless until we seen Trump.
Facts.
He started fighting back, and that's what animated us mega people.
Yeah. But
And
right
honestly,
now,
you're
it's
the
just
only
like,
one.
yeah,
He took a bullet, and he's still, doing what Trump does. Now, the people around him, I don't think
yeah. That's
I don't think they have that heart.
no. I don't think they are. They not. And remember, I'm just saying. Remember, they don't have the money Donald Trump does. They don't have the power. So sometimes you're gonna get one or two malls in, regardless. Where I mean, you could pick everybody on your cabinet, but it's always one or two gonna sneak in.
Yeah,
One of these. You know what I mean? And
they're
those like
everywhere.
they everywhere. You can't
Look
do
at
nothing
Pam
about
Bondi.
it. I'm start doubting though on Pam Bondi.
Look at
I'm start
RFK. We thought he was one of us, but he's over there with Rabbi Shmuley,
mm,
and that guy is the reason why Candace Owens got fired.
really?
Yeah, because
Wow.
if when she was talking bad about anti-Semitic comments or whatever, she was talking about Rabbi Shmuley. He's a rabbi. Check this out. He's a rabbi, and he sells dildos or sex toys with his daughter. Make that make sense?
Wow.
And he's a rabbi. Yeah,
I'm telling you, man, this is way deep than we think.
and he's part of that APAC.
That's a
Who?
problem. That's why now I figure why Donald Trump hated the pack so much.
Yep.
You know what I mean? I know why, because it's all about it. This is deep state controlling both sides too.
Yeah, for real. Honestly, it is.
It is a deep state just controlling both sides. It is insane. It is insane.
And it's
When you-
discouraging, but again, because of Trump,
You really want to be a CEO.
we felt like we have hope now. But this whole Epstein thing is like discouraging.
It is discouraging, and I'm tired of just like, and I see what people are upset about it, but now we have this. I'm about to show you this video right now of again Lou Valentino staying ahead of things and put me on the money. Cash Patel now considering quitting if Bondi stays.
Also, Cash.
Yeah, look it up. I'm gonna show you the screen. Yeah, I'm gonna show you the screen right now. It is insane. It is insane. Let me go through this and share the screen to you.
The first 10 seconds will be cut out of this. Make sure to smash the like button. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Are you offended that Cash Patel and Dan Bongino want to leave and they want to resign if Pam Bondi does not resign, if she doesn't step down? Are you offended by that? Because I'm getting a read here from some of these folks that are offended that Cash Patel and Dan Bongino want to morally hold them strong, and they want answers to this. And by the way, the biggest report out there. I hope you guys are out of the echo chamber. That what it is to be a Trump supporter, because I exit that echo chamber every day. I go and I see what the rest of the world is seeing, and boy, oh boy, it is a mess. Modified video that the DOJ released is embarrassing. We have a modified video out there. The time-lapse video of the jail cell of where Epstein was cut out. And that video is making its rounds. And people are just all over the place with this. And things aren't looking the best. And those who don't want to admit that, to me, are the real enemy. And people are now turning their backs on Dan Bongino and Cash Patel because they don't want to be associated with Pam Bondi. Well, here's the news, ladies and gentlemen. We heard earlier that Dan Bongino was considering leaving. He left today. He might not be coming back. Reports are that he's not going to come back at all because he's giving Trump an ultimatum. He's giving the administration an ultimatum. Also, now Kash Patel says if Dan Bongino leaves, I'm going to leave. Make sure to smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know where you guys are watching from. So Kash Patel is now considering quitting if Pam Bondi stays. And these are close sources to the Trump White House. And
bro, that is insane.
I mean, we're upset.
The drama gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And we were talking about it earlier today. We were talking about this will unleash a change reaction throughout the whole thing. And people were saying, you said it. You were right. You do not trust Pam Bondi.
I do not trust Pam Bondi.
And a lot of people been saying the same thing. Also, her stance in 2A, in the Second Amendment. Remember, everybody were commenting about her stance in the 2A, the Second Amendment. People were like, I don't know. People were questioning her moral compass. So go ahead, Robert.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say that Pam Bondi's also around Rabbi Shmuley, and that's why I'm saying I just think I was trying to find it right now to try to share it, but man, it is discouraging. She needs to go.
But you think that will be? You think that will Kash Patel and Dan Bongino tell Trump if she stay, we gone. 2-for-1, basically. You know what I mean? What Donald Trump will do? He will fire. I mean,
I honestly think he needs.
Listen to this. If Donald Trump fires or asks Pam Bondi to resign, the left will come after Donald Trump.
Well, yeah, because think about it. Pam Bondi, if she is an operative for the Israeli deep state, which I'm saying it like that because I'm not an anti-Semite. I like Israel. I don't like Bibi Netanyahu and the deep state of the Israelis. Their deep state, I think she's involved, and if Trump makes her send in her resignation, you're gonna see the left come after him. You're gonna see everyone's gonna go after him. Why? Because she's part of the establishment, undercover, and we all got fooled.
Man, I'm telling you, this is getting crazier and
but
crazier.
Then again, maybe Trump knows this, and because he's trying to get his stuff passed, and this is the only way that he could probably navigate without being viewed like JFK. And I don't know, it just. But either way, it's all bad.
You think so?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I think it's bad enough to like. I mean, Trump is for the most part, he's very transparent. He said it as it is, but he's been really tight seal on this issue, like what's going on behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Because he always give you a hint of what's going on. He always tells you like, hey, this or that, whatever. He tried to keep you kind of informed on the decision that he's going to make soon, but he haven't said nothing about it.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's not all Trump. I mean, yeah, it falls under him because he's the leader. He's his cabinet, so he bears responsibility. but he can't be in everything. He can't micromanage everything because, like, again, I'm giving him grace because he got thousands of things other than just this. But the fact that this one thing is the most important thing that we all want is justice because we love our children and we can stand these predators getting away, especially when they're supposedly these elites on top of that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, man. So let's close this podcast for tonight. This kind of quick. And
Yeah, and I'm sorry if the audio is I know the videos are
we figure
getting
it out.
bad feedback and I'm getting a lot of echo. We're gonna try to fix this. It's one of the things that maybe we're gonna get better at, basically.
Yeah, yeah, we will. We will. I may appreciate it. Thank you. Next Sunday will be our next podcast. Next podcast it will be around seven, same time, 7:15.
Yep,
So we're gonna
7:15.
hold it from 7:15 to 8:15, and our guest for right now it will be Kawa Malahi. He will be talking about you know what's going on in Israel and Gaza. So we're gonna stay like dead on. You know what I mean? On what's going on. So
Which
it's
is
gonna be
good to hear what he I mean, he has knowledge of that, and there might be things that we don't even know what's going on that he might bring clarity to.
absolutely. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching us. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Also, you can follow us everywhere. It's right here on the ticker on the bottom. You can see we all social media, the X-Ray Podcast. I'm gonna post the other one so people can follow us too on YouTube and X as the X-Ray Podcast. Just give us a like and subscribe. Also, comment down below who you want to see next and what is the next topics you want to hear us talking about. And I'm gonna do my best to bring guests every live stream.
Yep.
So we have diversity of conversation and different point of views.
And
With
and
that being
if
said, go
and
ahead,
if
Robert.
any viewers have an idea, like for example, someone suggested Flat Earth Dave, which he killed me. All right, he killed me. But if you guys have somebody like a left wing guy that
Mhm.
you think that we should talk to, interview him, see what's going on, what his point of view, and then maybe have a little debate or so. Put it in the comments, please. Let us know.
Yep, absolutely.
We'll try
Thank
our best to reach out to them.
Yep, absolutely. Hey, thank you so much. God bless you. Just remember, like and subscribe and share this live stream. So we're gonna do live streams every other day. So you're gonna see us every other day. If you see us today, in 48 hours, you're gonna see us again.
Yep.
And let us know, man. Just let us know. We everywhere. We try to keep it simple, bringing the news hard and fast. And sometimes we just do emergency podcasts. We're gonna let you know because it's a lot of
Yep.
stuff evolving. So we might do another one tomorrow. Who knows? You know what I mean? Probably if you
Yeah,
damn
this world is going crazy. We might have to jump on here and tell y'all our thoughts.
yeah. So we might jump in later on tonight, or we might jump in tomorrow afternoon and give you some news and on what's going on. So once again, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. God bless you.